that was the sword that I saw. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Hey everyone, I'm going to react to Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 Episode 23. Shibuya Incident Gate Close. Let me temper my excitement. Um, is Gojo coming back? Because if I remember correctly, the episode where they opened that thing and that trapped him was called Gate Open. Calm down. Okay. I got excited for a second. I hope that's what it is. Okay, last episode, we finally learned what happened with Choso when he started, imagining, having these false memories and stuff about Yuji. It's because they are related, blood related. I just don't know exactly how, but yeah, they're blood related. So he's considering him like his brother, and now they're on the same side fighting against Ghetto. You also had the students and the people from the Kyoto school also come, and there was the boycott person that also came, helping get Gojo, Ghetto. They also reveal who basically is taking over Ghetto's body, Kamo something, and he was the one that was running the experiment on the pregnant lady that was, that got pregnant by this spirit, cursed spirit, right? And created those cursed wombs and all of that. He's the one behind all of that. So yeah, he's here. He launched this. No, it was the boycott person launched this ice attack at Yuji, the girl on the broom, and Choso, and then Todo's mentor person just like showed up at the end there and saved them. I'm like, what the heck did you come from? But I'm like so excited about this episode, and at the same time I'm sad because this is the last episode of this season, and who knows how long you're gonna have to wait for the next one. Why is there an ice cream truck coming by? I just came straight from work. And I just I'm not gonna wait to watch this episode, so yeah. Alright, let's go. Oh, and before we get into this episode, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon at patreon.com/feelmini. And now let's start this episode, and here we go. Oh, freaking that's why you were acting weird. Because I didn't plug. As I was preparing to react to all this stuff, I noticed my computer was just being sort of like not smooth, I'm like, what's going on with you? But I went along with it. And then before I started playing, I was like, you know what, let me just make sure that I'm recording myself. Because sometimes I do that. I think I pressed record, but then I didn't. So I'm like, let me double check. And then I was checking, and then I noticed that I didn't plug the power cord. I didn't put it into my laptop. Usually when I don't do that, that's what causes it. I'm like, I don't even know how choppy my intro was, but at least I figure it out. So let's get into it, and here we go. Okay. First of all, I completely I did not understand. Like, I feel like I did not understand a whole bunch of stuff that were being said this episode. So I apologize in advance in case I and I feel like rewatching this episode like slowly and read through it slowly and try to assimilate what they're saying slowly. But I'm not gonna be doing that right now because, yeah, like I said, I just got back from work, I haven't eaten, I'm getting hungry, and I don't have the time, and then I have to react to something else. So it's like, I'm just gonna talk about what I sort of understand or piece out of this episode, and just that'll be it. After I rewatch it, if I want to talk about it a little bit more, then I'll do like a separate video about it. But as of now, the only thing that I'm gonna take out of that whole speech that Ghetto and what's her name again? I know they said it last episode, but I forgot. Between them two is that Ghetto wants to bring the what kind of era? Heian? I don't know. The golden era of Jujutsu sorcery or whatever. He want that was his ultimate goal, and in order to do that, he unleashed all these cursed spirits into the world. They said 10 million. Okay. He's the one behind um Fushiguro's sister's curse. He's the one behind it. He said he marked her with a sign, a seal, or whatever. He's not the only one. Um, that boy, they showed him this episode. Tenpei? I think that was his name. Something similar like that. He's behind it. Apparently, he marked two kind of non-sorcerers. The ones that, I guess, just normal ones, and then ones that have cursed energy, but whose brains are more like non-sorcerers or something or other like that. And I think Tepe was, or Tempe, I don't know, either way, he was part of that category. So he wanted Mahito's auto transformation, and he got it, and then he used that to, I guess, change the people that he marked soul. He's been doing this for like 1,000 years or something or other like that. So I guess that's why there are so many of them that have been unleashed into the world. So there's that. That scene where it's just sort of like cut off. Like he had Gojo in his what the prism realm thing. He had the prism realm in his hand, and then he was looking at Yuji, and he's like saying bye to Yuji, and basically telling Sukuna, he didn't speak it out, but inside of himself, that he's counting on him or something or other like that. Since Sukuna used to be like the big boss during that era, I guess, I don't know, whatever. Either way, he's counting on him to also do his thing. So when he sort of like disappeared, the screen went black, and then it's the scene. That scene was just so weird. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Is this before or after? It was only after. It was only after I started hearing the reports and everything, and then they said something about evacuating people, telling people that cursed spirits are real, so that people would go away from that location or something. I don't know. Clearly, it was after what happened, and I'm like, what happened to everybody else? Like everybody was there, the spirits were unleashed. The screen went black, and then fast forward. I'm like, what the freak? But okay, it was clearly after. I thought for a second it was before. Because it's just the way the screen went, like something happened. I felt like, I don't know, maybe someone intervened or something, and they were trying to show us, okay, what led up to whoever this person was, to intervene at this particular moment. That's what I was thinking. But then it was clearly after. So there's that. At one point in the episode, the woman, Todo's mentor, was like, basically, like she wasn't on our side or something or other like that. I think that's what I read or understood from it. Am I wrong? And she also has a problem with Tengen. Tengen is the one that needs someone, like the flashback when this season started with Gojo and Geto and everything. He was the one that needs to assimilate the girl, and he's basically behind a whole bunch of their sorcery and barriers and other stuff. She clearly has a problem with it. Her goal is to eradicate cursed spirits from the world. So how's she gonna go? Her and Geto talked about it. I forgot what they were talking about. Like I said, I need to rewatch it. So there's that. And okay. they were okay. You have all these cursed spirits all around, right? This showed this little girl in this abandoned supermarket or something or other like that, and she's eating. And then you see this cursed spirit trying to tempt her to come into her. I'm like, girl, don't go there. I don't know why you'd be going after that creepy looking thingy, even if it was sounded like nice. It was creepy looking. Why you running toward this thing? Okay, she was running toward it, and then he comes out. And then you see Okoto. Like, I was so excited when I saw Okoto. Like, I was so excited. You guys heard my scream or my squeal, either way. I was so excited when I saw him. And then I immediately remembered, when they were showing the intro, I'm like, there was this part where they showed this person pulling out a sword or something or that. I'm like, I've never seen that before. I'm like, if I've seen that, I should have remembered if I've seen that before, right? I've seen the intro like plenty of times, but that looked like something new. So I'm like, wait, who is it? And then I'm thinking, okay, was it the woman that showed up? I didn't quite remember her having a sword, but then again, I didn't, she might have had it. I just didn't know. So I thought about her, but then Okosu like showed up. My mind never went to Okosu. I think I mentioned him like at one point in the previous reaction that maybe he was gonna come back or something or other like that. But like my mind never went there until he showed up, and I was so excited. And then they're like, he's been assigned to executing Yuji. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? And decided the reason why he's so willing to do it is because Inumaki lost an arm. I'm like, what? The last we saw of Inumaki, if I remember correctly, Yuji was running toward the train station or something. He was making his way toward Geto. Not Geto, Gojo. Yeah, Geto, Gojo. Either way, they were both together. So he was making his way there, and then Inumaki was there basically, doing stuff. And he said hi senpai or something or other like that, and then he went off. That was the last we saw of Inumaki. And then cut to this, they're like, he lost an arm. I'm like, what? Clearly it happened when Sukuna took over. Clearly. I hate this. Like, I really hate this. Like, to see Okoto go after Yuji, two of Gojo's people, it doesn't sit well with me. I know that Okosu cares about Inumaki. He has a great amount of respect for him. They were friends, and all of that. But I don't like it. Like, I really don't. And then they had, there were these like bullet points, whatever, showing up on screen. First off, they were like, Geto's when they thought Geto was alive or whatever, Geto was dead. No, Geto is alive, so he's alive. Okay, I understand that. They go to point number 2. They're like, Gojo, he's been considered a traitor because him and Goto were in this together, and that anyone who tries to free him from the prison realm is considered like a traitor or something or other like that, or will be killed. Something along those lines. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, are you kidding me? And then they said that the principal is being sentenced to death because he incited Gojo and Geto into doing all of this. uh, what kind of bull crap is this? What other point did they like, I think there was the fifth. I think there was 5 points in total. And the fifth point was that Okosu was going to be Yuji's executioner. I'm trying to remember what was the fourth one. And scroll through. Let me see. Okay, two. Oh, they said Gojo was expelled from Jujutsu Society. Any attempt to free him from his seal will be determined the crime. Whatever. Number 3. Yeah, the suspension of Yuji Itadori's death sentence is hereby revoked, and his execution shall be carried out promptly. Okay, so there's that. You know, they said that when if Gojo gets imprisoned, that anyone that was basically under his protection will lose that protection. And that's basically what happened. But then, in this particular case, you could think that it's because of what Sukuna did when he took over Yuji. That's what... Nah, I'm not gonna say that, because these people have been wanting to kill him for a long time now. Ever since he ate the first finger, they've been trying to kill him. So it's because Gojo's not here that they're not carrying out this sentence. You know? I'm like, this is stupid. It is so stupid. Like, it's so stupid, so dumb of them to say not to free Gojo. I feel like that's in itself is... what's the word? In French, it's a louche. What's the word I'm looking for? It's suspicious. It is suspicious that they don't want Gojo to come out of the prison realm. Even if he's been whatever with Jujutsu Society, you have all these cursed spirits, 10 million new cursed spirits on top of the other cursed spirits that have been there ever since the beginning of this show. You have all these cursed spirits around, killing people, and you don't want Gojo out? When Gojo is so powerful and can kill a whole bunch of them, save a whole bunch of people, you don't want them out. You don't want him out. No. That's suspicious to me. You know, Gojo has always had this disdain for the top brass, I guess, of Jujutsu Society. Like, he always has this disdain for them, and it's probably because of a reason. And I feel like I'm talking about this way too much. I don't know. I don't like this. I do not like this. I feel like there was something else. Loru. She was like, okay, I need to buy time for Loru to do his thing. Whatever. We don't even know what Loru was doing. And if I remember correctly, I feel like Loru, because I had to look up the actor that was playing Loru, because I felt like when I heard it, it sounded familiar to me. And then I looked it up, and it was the same voice actor for the principal in Assassination Classroom. So I believe I'm talking about the same person. When Ghetto's people were arguing, you had the two girls on one side, and then you had other people on the other side, and the others were like, they wanted to follow this fake Ghetto, even knowing that this Ghetto was fake. And then you have the girls that got killed by Sukuna that were against it, you know. And then there was this guy in the middle that was basically telling them that, yes, you have different opinions, but don't forget that we're family or something or other like that. That was the guy that was called Loru. And then what was Loru doing? I have no clue. There are so many questions in this. So what was Laura doing? Hmm. They showed for a quick second. I guess that should have been the a clue to me that Okosu was coming this episode, because they showed that the guy, I forgot his name, with the bonnet, that faced Gojo during the parade of 1,000 curse spirits or something or other like that. When Real Ghetto did his thing previously, and then that person was with Okosu at the end of the parade and whatnot. They showed him, and then they showed Gojo as well, showing up there. Because they were eating, him and Okosu were eating, and then Gojo showed up, and then I believe Okosu was saying hi or something or other to Gojo, or was it the other way around? Either way, that was the last time we saw of him. And then this particular episode, when they were talking about, I guess, ways to get rid of cursed spirits in the world, I think that's where it was. They showed him briefly. That should have been the clue to me that Okosu was coming back, And then he comes back, he's like, he want to kiss. And then at the end there, I'm like, okay, what happened to everybody? I don't know where everybody is, apart from Yuji. He was just walking and walking and walking, and at the end there, like, and then all these cursed spirits like rose up and whatever. I guess because they're about to attack him. I'm assuming that he's just called those. Basically, was telling those cursed spirits or whatever to attack him so that he can get rid of them. That's what I'm assuming that he's doing there. But I couldn't help but be reminded of, because it sounded like exactly like when, Todos, claps his hands and, boogie wee and stuff. It sounded exactly like it, so I couldn't help but be reminded of it. And that's what we saw of Yuji. The last we saw of Megumi, he was brought to, what's her name? To get healed. Nobara's alive. I'm choosing to believe that she's alive. She's not dead. She's gonna come back sooner or later. Nanami. Goodbye, Nanami. Where is? Now that I'm thinking about it, is he dead too? The leader of the. Like Maki's clan. Zenin, the leader of the Zenin clan. And Maki, what happened to Maki? And him? Last we saw, Jogo was like, psh, fire. And like, that was it. Nanami was the only one that we saw come out of it. And then, then he died, And then, what happened to Maki? And I forgot his name. The leader. We don't know what happened to them. And like all the people that were there with Ghetto before the screen went black, we don't know what happened to them. I don't know.